Yeah, so today we've all come together for Krishna's appearance day, right? Because according to our calendar, it was on 16th of August. But today we happen to meet and we want to all celebrate Krishna's appearance day, Krishna's birthday. And who all knows about Bhagavad Gita? What is so special about Bhagavad Gita?
It has all the morals that Krishna ji taught to Arjun during Mahabharata.
So, very good, Arohi. So, basically, Krishna is the one who's talking in Bhagavad Gita. He's speaking in Bhagavad Gita,
song
right?
of God.
It's like it's a book. It's like a book to tell you what's right and what you should do.
Yes.
That make things better.
Yes. Yes, Adit. Very good.
It's a book which tells you all the answers.
Yeah, and who's speaking that? Who's talking? Who's.
Krishna.
Yeah, he's the one who is talking to Arjuna in that book, right? It's a conversation between Arjun and Krishna. And I am sure you know about this famous shloka which is in Bhagavad Gita 4.9. It goes like this. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Have you heard of this shloka? Huh? Little bit. One sentence, one word. Okay. Tanya, can you repeat this and then I want you guys to say it once.
Yada yada hi dharmasya
Yada yada hi dharmasya
glanir bhavati bharata
glanir bhavati bharata
abhyuthanam dharmasya
abhyuthanam dharmasya
tadatmanam srijamyaham.
tadatmanam srijamyaham. Who wants to know what is Krishna saying?
Me.
Okay. So, can you read the translation? It's highlighted.
Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of
Irreligious.
irreligion, at that time I descend myself.
Yeah, so today we are celebrating Janmashtami. So Krishna is saying himself to Arjun in Bhagavad Gita. What are the reasons for his appearance? Why does he appear? He's saying whenever and wherever there's a decline in religious practices. So people, when they don't follow religion, when they don't worship Krishna, when they do whatever they want to do it, what is Nike's slogan? Just do it. Just do it. Just do what comes in your mind. Krishna is saying, no, just don't do it. Just see what I am saying and try to follow my instructions. Don't just do what your mind is asking you to do, right? So, what are his instructions? He's saying that whenever there is a decline in religion, then I appear. So, this is exactly what was happening in more than 5,000 years ago. There were a lot of these demoniac forces, and the biggest villain was Kans at that time, right? And many other villains were there. And who else was there? Jarasandh, Shishupal, Kans, and all his Kans friends, basically. They were all his friends, right? Duryodhan, we discussed last few classes, like. So these were all demoniac forces, and it was becoming really active. They were becoming really active, and all the nice, saintly, noble people, Kamsa and all the demoniac forces, they were subduing them. They were saying nobody will talk about Krishna, nobody will have a temple in their house, nobody will pray, everybody will pray to all these demons, right? When you saw that movie, right, Hiranyakashipu was saying what? He was saying everybody pray to me. Nobody will pray to Vishnu, right? So exactly like that. They all want that they should become God and everybody should only praise them, worship them, right? But Krishna is saying that I will come to actually annihilate and kill these kind of people. So he always, whatever promises he gives us in Bhagavad Gita, that is why Bhagavad Gita is a very powerful book. We should all have it in our houses and read it every single day.
I have 3 different kinds.
Yeah, you have 3 different kinds of? Wow,
Start
very
with one.
nice. So he descends. He says, I come. So we've understood the meaning of the shloka that we sang just now. And who's actually saying this?
Krishna.
In where? In Bhagavad Gita. And then he says another, and now he talks about his birth. Does he actually take birth? We'll get to know. We always wish each other happy birthday. But can we actually say to Krishna that you have taken birth? He's going to talk about this again in Bhagavad Gita. Let's see what Krishna says. You want to read it? He appears. That's the right word to use for Krishna.
So he doesn't basically have any eternity.
Yeah, he's ageless.
Eternal time.
Eternal. Read the
It's like
shloka.
us.
Janma karma cha me divyam
Janma karma cha me divyam
evam yo veti tatvata
evam yo veti tatvata
tvaktva deham punarjanma
tvatta deham punarjanma
naiti mamiti so arjuna.
neti mamiti so Arjuna. So what is the meaning? Arohi, can you read the meaning of the shloka? It's highlighted.
One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna.
Okay. So Adit, what did you understand? The translation says, one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance. So again, Krishna doesn't say one who knows the transcendental nature of my birth, right? He says appearance, right? So why are we celebrating this Janmashtami? You know why? Because he says whoever finds out why I appeared, and what do I do when I appear, what is the reason of my appearance, that person actually doesn't take birth again. So when we celebrate Krishna's birth, we don't take birth again, because when we take birth, how do we take birth? You're born in a hospital, right? And when you take birth, do you select your parents? No. Do you select where you will be born? How you will be born? Which day you will be born? When you will leave this world? And the entire span of your life, what do you face? Do you face disease? Viral? COVID? Yeah, we face so many problems, bodily problems, right? And at the end, what do we face? When our time is up, we face death. But does this happen to Krishna? No, that is why his birth, his appearance is Divyam. Divyam means transcendental, beyond this material world. But when we come to this earth, according to our karmas, we get a family, we get a house, we get education, we get our looks, according to our karma. But it isn't true for Krishna, right? So that is why we say anything beyond the material is called transcendental, spiritual. So his birth is spiritual, but our birth is material, right? But we can also make our birth spiritual by listening about Krishna, by glorifying him, by worshipping him, by discussing about him, like what we are doing right now, right? And then we don't have to go through the cycle of birth, old age, disease and death, right? This is what happens when we are born. We grow, yeah, we become spiritual and we go back to Krishna and we live a eternal life, right? So what do you think? This material world is a storehouse of what? What do you get? Maximum, what do you get? Do you get a lot of happiness?
Yes.
Again, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he gives two adjectives to this material world. He says material world is a dukh alayam. It means, what does it mean? When you go to a library, what is it called in Hindi? Pustakalaya. Okay, and he calls this material world dukh alay. So in the Pustakalaya, you will get, what will you get? Pustak. And if somebody tells you this material world is Dukh Alay, so what you will only get misery, right? So, but what are we? Are we very smart? When we come here, what are we looking for? Are we looking for dukkha? No, we are looking for sukha, right? We are looking for happiness. But Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, this place is not full of happiness, my dear child. This place is full of. But he also gives us a secret, and the biggest mystery of the world is you can actually find happiness in this world if you glorify and worship Krishna. He will give us 4 things. He will tell us in Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 things that if you do these 4 things, you will get supreme happiness. Okay, and this time after giving a kind of a revision to you guys for a little bit of Sanskrit, I want you guys to read Sanskrit now. Are you ready? Are you ready to read a little bit of Sanskrit with me?
Yes.
I'm sure you guys can do it.
That's very good.
So he says, how do you get out of this? How do you get out of this material world which is full of misery, as we discussed? And he also tells us that this Janmashtami that we are celebrating, what is the real reason? See, we read the first reason was that he's come to annihilate these demoniac forces and bring religion back to our lives, right? But you know what is the real reason? Can anybody guess? That is an external reason. Okay, those demons and all he can also kill by just moving his eyebrows, you know that? Yeah, he doesn't need to come with a sword and a rifle and a gun and an atom bomb. He doesn't need all that. He just needs to move his eyebrows.
Who just tries to impress everybody.
Even in the movie, it was said that karma comes back to you twice or even thrice. More harder.
Yes, exactly. So you know what is the real reason? Any guesses of Krishna coming to this earth? Why he needs to come? He has such a lot of fun there. Tell me, Arohi.
To give us happiness.
Yes, right answer. Yeah, you tell me.
To protect us.
To protect his devotees like you, right? Not anybody else. To protect you and to you and all of us, because we love him.
And who are the good people on the world right now? To make them enjoy their lives and make the world a better place for them.
Yes, make the world a good place, a best place and happy place for all of us to be,
Try
right?
to make his devotees. He is trying not to make his devotees suffer because of what others are doing. He's
Yeah,
trying to keep them
exactly,
safe.
exactly. And yes, yes. And you know his devotees, his pure devotees, they actually want to see his Leelas. They want to see his pastimes. And they also want others to see, because others are unaware of it. So he comes down so that he can show us his pastimes. We wouldn't know if he wouldn't have come from his original spiritual place, if he wouldn't have come to this material place, would we know that Krishna is so naughty? No. He eats makhan, he steals makhan, doesn't he? He has so much butter in his house. He's a makhan chor. How would we give him this name then?
I love butter.
You love butter, Krishna also loves. Yeah, we wouldn't know that. We wouldn't know that he's only 3 days old and he killed that demoness. What was her name? Pee, 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 poo, 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 ta, ta, na, na, na. What was her name? Poo, ta, ta, na, Putna. See, you all told me the name. Yeah? Yeah. So, and that Kalia story that we did briefly, he's danced on
Krishna
him.
subdues Kalia.
Yeah. So, all this, how will we know? He's doing such fun activities there. But he says, oh, poor devotees of mine don't know anything. I need to come here and show them. Yes. Show and tell he does with us.
He's so magical and strong that when he appeared on earth, like his parents and he were locked inside a jail, so everything just opened.
The God just
Yeah,
God
yeah.
just painted for 12 hours.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, but then, you know what? The question that I have, oh my God, all this happened 5,000 years ago. I didn't see. I feel so sad. Don't you feel sad? Don't you want to be like 5,000 years old?
No.
Huh?
Yes.
Go back 5,000 years ago.
Oh yes, yes.
Do you want a time machine and go?
Yes. We don't need entertainment with your that. Yes.
You know, we can go right now.
What about now?
Let's board this magic time machine. You know what is? Yes, just by listening. See, ears can take us 5,000 years back. We have such a solid sense of hearing that we can actually enjoy what Krishna did 5,000 years ago.
As you hear what Krishna read and all of that, then in your mind you can imagine that you're like right over there and you're saying all the melodies.
Yeah, you can actually see it with your, you don't see with your eyes. Can you see Krishna right now in front of you?
No.
But you're actually seeing Krishna with your ears. Because when I'm telling you something, you're imagining that this is happening. When you said Makhan Chor, did you actually visualize Krishna eating makhan and all the makhan around his mouth? I did that. I did that. Yeah. Did you imagine that, you know, that matki? Matki fort?
Matki fort. And he also feeds the monkeys. Doesn't eat alone, huh?
Whenever you say like anything, for example, you said tiger, then you have to visualize it. It automatically
Yeah.
comes in.
All
Okay, how
this.
many of you come back from school and say, okay, I'm looking at the screen and I'll eat my lunch or
Me.
whatever? Yes.
Everyone.
Yeah. What
Even though I don't go to school.
Okay, what does Krishna do? Krishna eats. Okay, Krishna doesn't eat alone. He feeds the Kumars. He also feeds the monkeys. And the monkeys create. Yes, monkeys create a havoc. But still, that is the thing. So never look at the screen and eat. Or call a friend and eat. Or call mama and eat. With them. Or grandparents and sit together.
My grandparents don't even live with me.
So coming back to Krishna's appearance, does he appear by force? Like somebody tells him, okay, now because of your karma, you have to appear in so and so. No. Right? So he appears on his own sweet will, with his own sweet pleasure.
On his own.
Yeah, he will decide. Yeah,
wants to.
yeah, good Kabir, himself. He decides on his own. So he decided that he will come on this earth in a prison, not in a hospital, not in Fortis, not in Medanta, but he will appear in a prison house.
I was born in Fortis.
Yeah. So in the prison house, and then he decided that he will come in Bhadramas, okay, which means this month, okay, and in Krishna Paksh, okay, and in Ashtami Tithi, very good Arohi, Ashtami Tithi, and under the Rohini constellation, because this constellation is supposed to be very, very auspicious. Any person who comes under this constellation or appears in this constellation is actually Krishna himself, right? So, and he decided that he will come when it is pouring like cats and dogs, when it's heavy thunder, storm, rain is coming, right? Not like ordinary day, but at midnight, at approximately after 12 or at 12 o'clock, right? 12 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. And then he got, and when he appeared, now the prison, is the prison full of lights?
No.
Is there electricity there? 5,000 years ago was electric bulb invented. Thomas Edison invented electric bulb, I think. So he wasn't born then, right? So there was no electricity. But when Krishna appeared, there was full effulgence, full light over there. How?
Because he.
All the guards were sleeping according to you guys.
Because Thomas Edison was born.
He wasn't born, no? He didn't have the idea. So how did the lights come? How did the lights come, Kabir?
Happiness.
When suppose a baby, suppose this is a prison, and there's a baby
Knowledge.
appeared.
Knowledge, wisdom.
It's all coming from Krishna's body. It's
Call it aura, right?
yeah. This is the effulgence. It's called the effulgence of Krishna. You know the problem with Krishna is, see, if you want to rob a house or if you want to steal butter, Will you steal it in daylight or when there is so much light? You switch off all the lights, you know. But the problem with him was whenever he would enter a dark place, the whole place would light up with his own body effulgence. So immediately Mother Yashoda would catch hold of him. Because now you can see the thief right in front of your eyes.
So basically, Thomas Edison's invention was useless that time.
Yeah.
We didn't even need Thomas Edison's invention.
And was like when we are born, tell me, when we are born, what are we wearing? Are we wearing all these beautiful clothes?
No.
Do we have jewelry on us? Do we have earrings on our ears? And do we have necklaces and special? You know how Krishna was born? He was born with all the ornaments, all the jewels. He had a crown on his face. He had long curly hair. Like I have seen children born, they are all mostly bald. Like they have little hair.
But my niece was not bald.
Yeah, but they have little hair. But Krishna had long locks of hair, blackish. Yeah, exactly your length.
Mine.
Till his shoulders.
Mine. Excuse me.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Curly black hair.
To grow your hair to become.
Okay, and he had this cost of money on him, on his this thing neck, and he had Srivastava mark on it, which is the mark of Lakshmi, right? And he had these earrings which are shark shaped earrings, right? He was wearing a crown. He was wearing pitambar. Pitambar is basically yellow color garments. He was fully decked. Can you imagine? And he didn't have two hands. He had how many hands? Four hands. And you know how he was born? Who were his parents? You remember his parents? Vasudev Deva Devaki. Yes. So he had, his father was Vasudev and his mother was Devaki. And you know, first he appeared in Vasudev's heart. See, look at why we call his birth Divyam, transcendental, spiritual. Because he didn't take birth like an ordinary child. He took birth when you know, Vasudev had Krishna in his heart. From his heart, the Krishna was transferred to Devaki's heart, and then he landed in the womb of Devaki. And when Devaki was having Krishna in her womb, Devaki looked like a goddess. She was looking so beautiful, you know, and she was fully effulgent, like glow was coming out from her body, from her face. And you look at her, and the guards, when they looked at Devaki, they knew exactly, like Krishna is in her womb right now.
Devaki and Vasudeva, I know the reason why Devaki and Vasudeva were in prison.
Why?
So they were in prison because Kans got a dream that somebody will some strong person will come and kill
The
him.
Supreme Personality of Godhead will come, not just anybody.
And then
Right?
how
Eight
the gods
child,
from the
yes.
sky,
That's why he just prisoned the Vasudeva and Devaki.
the gods
Exactly.
from the sky said their eighth son would kill him.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
imprisoned him. The second.
So first what he did was he went straight to Devaki that I will kill you right away. Then her husband Vasudev told him that, you know, every child is born, we obviously give it to you. Don't do that. You have enmity with the child which is born and not my wife, your sister.
So Devaki and Vasudev and Devaki were actually in their previous life, they were Sutapa and Prishni, and they had done a lot of austerities. And when Brahmaji was really happy with them, then you know, they wanted a boon, obviously. That's why they were doing these austerities, right? So they said that we want a son who has these qualities. Now all the 64 qualities, remember the book that we saw in the beginning? All those qualities they mentioned. Then Krishna said, oh my God, nobody has these qualities, only I have these qualities. Now how can I send somebody who has these qualities or who is like me? There's nobody like me. I am the whole and soul. So he said, okay, I myself will come as your son because I'm so happy with your austerities and your penances that I myself will come. So then Krishna,
When you ask
when
something, he gives you more.
when he
Yes, with your
promises,
heart.
I have a question.
he's the one who always fulfills your promise, the promise that he gives you.
But at the right time.
Hello.
You have to wait.
Yeah.
Who, in Sutapa and Vrishni, who was Sutapa and who was Vrishni?
Three girls.
So Sutapa is actually Vasudev, and Krishni is Devaki.
Once I
And
had a
when-
teacher called Sutapa.
when they took their next life, they came as Vasudev and Devaki.
Devaki.
Okay, so now so now Krishna has appeared as 400 form, and when Devaki sees Krishna in that 400 form and with all that jewel, she says that, you know what, the moment Kansa sees you, because he's been waiting, he's been told by Narad Muni that the 8th child of Devaki will kill you. He's actually waiting for you to arrive right now, because everybody is sleeping. Even Kansa was sleeping at that time. He hadn't fallen asleep, but that particular night he was sleeping along, everyone was sleeping, the guards and the whole of Mathura was sleeping, right? So he said, before he wakes up, you please come to your 200 form like a normal baby, so that if Kans actually sees you, he will not, he shouldn't get to know. But can actually Krishna hide his effulgence? Can Krishna actually hide his supremacy?
So then
No.
his dad will take him in
Yeah,
the middle of the night.
exactly.
He carries it.
But then
Yeah,
this
and
heavy
his
head
head
in
in
a
a
blanket.
blanket.
He can't do
He
anything.
behind him and cover
Exactly.
Krishna.
So then Krishna basically Vishnu is the 400 form, no? So he actually tells Vasudev that you know what you should do, you should take me to Gokul where Nanda and Yashoda is there, and there they've also given birth to a baby girl. So then you please exchange me with that baby girl, get that baby girl here and take me there, then I'll be safe. Do you think Krishna needs any safety? No. But just for his devotees' sake, because both the parents will feel happy if their child is secure. So just for the sake of the devotees, plus for the sake of the Leelas that he will do in Gokul and in Vrindavan, he really wants to go to Gokul and to enjoy the Vatsalya Ras. Vatsalya Ras means the parental care of Mother Yashoda, because she is such a sweetheart as a mom. She really takes care of Krishna. And
the actual mother of
yeah, and he really wants to enjoy
She was the foster mother.
all the friends that he has, like Madhu Mangal and Subala and all the
Madhu Mangal was his
gopis
closest friend.
and
He knows
all the
names
cows
of the
also.
cows.
He really wants to be with the cows and the calves and play with them and have lots and lots of fun. So because this is what he does in his own abode, and he wanted to show us all that, so he wanted to go there. So Vasudev actually, as you all mentioned, he took a nice basket, like how Arohi got her baby Krishna in the basket, exactly like that, nicely decorated. He also sat in that basket, and because it was raining so heavily,
I got my
he
Leela also.
yeah, so Krishna arranged for an umbrella for himself also. And who was that umbrella? Sheshnag became that umbrella, because Sheshnag wanted to serve his Lord, because actually Krishna is always lying on the Sheshnag and Sheshnag is always above. Yeah. So then Sheshnag came and gave that protection, that umbrella to Krishna, and then he went to Gokul, and there Mother Yashoda had just given birth to a baby girl, and then Vasudeva actually took the baby girl and put Krishna next to the baby girl. Mother Yashoda didn't even get to know, right?
Naughty back. Yeah, Ma Durga.
Yes.
Yo Maya.
Yeah, Yogmaya or Ma Durga, you can call her. So then he went back, and when Kans got to know, after all this happened,
Yeah, when
Kans finally woke up.
yeah, he woke up from his long sleep.
when he was about to kill the baby, the baby turned into Ma Durga.
Yes.
Bounced off the wall.
Yeah. And in that little thing, she actually boxed him also a little bit on his nose. Naughty Kamsa, you're being very naughty. Improve your ways, right? So then after this, when Krishna is born, when Krishna reaches Gokul, then it's a lot of fun, We have a whole range of stories, what all he does, and we will continue with that. But today, because of Janmashtami, we have to talk about his birth, and you all now exactly know how he was born, and enjoy his Janmashtami today and have
With
lots and
chappan
lots
bhog.
of fun.
Okay.
Thank you.
Before you go, any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
No.
Okay, no questions. All
Okay,
fine.
wait, let me show you.
Yeah.
Let's
see Okay, wait. We'll all talk. Okay, show us. What is
My personal detail, Giriraj.
Giriraj is here?
Yeah,
Giriraj Govardhan ki jai.
he is my personal
This
detail.
is Giriraj. This is Nattu Gopal. And this is Sri
Is that
Ram
yours?
Parivar. And this is Nattu Gopal. And these are guavas. Okay, now.
Okay, you don't need to show guavas.
Okay. Okay, please tell us the Vishnu Ji prayer.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
I
And
know
who knows
the
another prayer? You know some prayer?
Yes.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Okay, who knows another prayer? Anything? Yeah, okay.
Taksaviturvarenyam Bhargo Deva Sadi Nahi Dio Yo Na Prachodaya. And I have to repeat this many times.
Anyone else know the mantra? You see so many gods here.
Yeah, I know. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda.
Okay, he knows it.
Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukame Bandhanam Nitya Moksham Avrata.
Anyone else knows any other mantra? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. Any mantra? So 50 gods.
Yeah.
You can say anything.
It's like Madhya.
Yes, beautiful. Yes, so kids.